What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning tomorrow night's minimum weight world title fight in the Philippines between world champion Melvin Jerusalem and the South African challenger Siyakholwa Kuse.
My brother, my confidence is 110%, and I'm very ready for this fight, and I'm fit. I've been preparing with the coach, and I'm ready for this fight.
What is that? Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? If you're here right now, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Also, find the notification button on my channel. This will let you know every time I put a Stats Don't Lie video out. Also, it'll alert you on my daily pro boxing betting live streams. One more thing. We launched our Johnny Says Boxing VIP membership. This will give you more access on my channel. This will give you more accessibility during my daily betting live streams. One more thing, the best value here is you'll become a member of our VIP Discord. To learn more, click the link that's pinned in the comment section below. All right, guys, on the 50th anniversary of the Thrilla in Manila, we have a world title card event brought to you by Manny Pacquiao and MP Promotions live from the Philippines. Today on the show, we're going to feature the main event on that card between champion Jerusalem and the South African challenger. We're going to go over both fighters' careers. We're going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business, what they've done to get themselves in this position. And like always, stay tuned to the end of the video because that's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. All right, guys, the South African Kuse, they call him One Way for a reason. It's an homage to his style. He is a young southpaw, pressure forward aggression. He uses this aggression to swarm and overwhelm his opponents. He has good feet, he has good hands, and he uses that constant forward prodding pressure to get victories. It's what led him to this show. I also want to mention that this will be his biggest step up in opponent. In his opponent, he's facing a guy who is in his physical prime. He's been in wars before, he's lost before, he's been stopped before, but this version of Jerusalem, in my opinion, is the best version. The average boxing fan might not pay too much credence to the lower weight fighters. This is a minimum weight fight, but if you're a fan of the show, you know that these are some of my favorite boxers. The speed, the skill, the athleticism, the output will be on full display. El Gringo, what they call Jerusalem, he had those two fights with Shigoka. The one fight he won a very close split decision, and in the rematch he won a wide points decision. It's a testament to the adjustments and the fight IQ of Melvin Jerusalem. His only stoppage loss was to undisputed world champion Oscar Caiazzo. We know how good Caiazzo is, and that fight was close on the cards going into the 7th until Jerusalem was unable to continue. At 31 years old, he is the best version of himself. This fight will be a fan-friendly firefight. So right now, I do want to take a closer look at both fighters' careers and see what they've been up to. All right, guys, Kuse is 9-2-1. Of his 9 wins, 4 of them come by stoppage. He has never been stopped himself. Out of 283 fighters in the world at minimum weight, he's ranked number 8. He's fought a career total of 95 pro rounds and carries in the ring a 44% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as One Way, and the 22-year-old South African is a southpaw residing in Eastern Cape, South Africa. We last saw him fight Salva 21-2 UD in the 10th, Sabanda 7-0 majority decision in the 12th, Sabolo 6-2 won by knockout in the 5th, Kalama 6-1 won by stoppage in the 8th, Yagani 13-1 won a UD in the 12th, and before that fight he lost for the first time, won a fight, lost for the second time. Both losses were on points. At 22 years old, he's a young, exciting contender who was a prospect, but now he's fighting for a world title. So this is his opportunity to shine. Will it be too much too soon? Only time will tell. Will that prodding, pressure forward style be enough to beat a guy like Jerusalem. Will he have plan B and C? This is going to be something I'm going to be looking forward to, and I'm going to be watching for. You'd have to think in the film study, Jerusalem knows what to expect in this matchup with Kuse. I'm sure he's done his homework. I'm sure the game plan is going to be prepared to circle away from Kuse's backhand. This is going to be a classic orthodox versus southpaw matchup, so you should be looking at the front foot battle. You should be looking at feints, and it's going to be interesting to see who's going to bite on that first feint and who's going to land their first backhand first. Right now, I do want to take a look at the champion Melvin Jerusalem and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Melvin Jerusalem is 24-3. Of his 24 wins, 12 of them come by knockout. Of his 3 losses, he's been stopped once. Out of 283 fighters in the world at minimum weight, he's ranked number 3. He's fought a career total of 176 pro rounds and carries in the ring a 50% career knockout to win ratio. He is the WBC World Minimum Weight Champion. His adoring fans know him as El Gringo, and the 31-year-old Filipino fighter is a 5'2" orthodox fighter with a 62-inch reach. He calls Manila Forte, Bukidnon, Philippines, home. We last saw him fight Siyakholwa the second time, 9-1, won a UD in the 12th. Castillo, 21-0, won a UD in the 12th. Siyakholwa the first time, 8-0, won a split decision in the 12th. Francis Diaz, 8-6, won a UD in the 8th. And the fight before that was against Oscar Cayazzo. This was a Cayazzo that the True Blue fans knew of, but the average boxing fan might not have heard of him. Cayazzo stopped him in the 7th. We know what Cayazzo has gone on to do in his career. You got to admit, Melvin Jerusalem hasn't really been given too many easy fights. He's traveled to get big fights. Like I said, he's been stopped before. This version of him at 31 years old is the best version. Expect to see a guy who's tricky. Expect to see a really classy, skilled, orthodox fighter. He uses his feet. He uses his power. One of my favorite things about his fight style is once he gets you biting on his feints, he's then looking to set up his backhand, his straight right. And that's going to be an interesting tool to pay attention to considering that ortho versus southpaw matchup. Guys, before I give you my money line prediction, I want to remind everybody I do live streams every single day, every single week. We have a lot of fights this week. Other than the Philippines, we have a fight card in Canada headlined by Michaela Mayer, and then there's a big card in the UK as well. On those live streams, that's where I'll be going over my prop bets, over and unders. I give you my underdog of the week. The last few weeks, we've hit big on our underdogs of the week. Hit a plus 342 on Bilal Fawaz, and then just this past week, I gave you guys Kameda at plus 275 to beat John Casimero. In these videos, I want to remind everyone, you're only going to get my money line prediction, so be sure to join the Discord and hit the notification buttons so you never miss those props on my live streams. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull out our betting app. I tell all my Aussies, if you're down here, be sure to use the Bet365 betting app. Only because Sportsbet, the draw, will ruin your ticket. The draw on Bet365, it'll just void it. So if you throw a fight on there in a parlay, the parlay stays active. On the money line, Melvin Jerusalem is a $1.10 favorite, meaning 100 on him, you get your money back plus $10. Kuse is a big underdog, 6-1, right down the line. 100 on him gets you your money back plus $600. The odds are pretty fair. I think with the potential of Kuse, the South African handlers, they feel that he's next in line. He has a long way to go. This is a step up. 22 years old. Can it happen? 100%. Are you one of these bettors who sits back and you look at the fight schedule and you're like, all right, who's the dog? Who's the dog? I'm one of those bettors. On my list of 5 potential upsets all week, including this card and then ending in the UK, I had an asterisk by Siyakholwa Kuse's name. Did my film study, and I immediately crossed that asterisk out based off of the experience of Melvin Jerusalem, based off of who he's fought and what he brings to the table. He's a nightmare for anyone in the world at minimum weight. There's a reason he's a champion. I'm going all in on the money line at the end of the fight. I fully expect to hear and still. Guys, this is not an echo chamber. Maybe in your film study, you saw something else. In the comments section below, let me know. Are you going Kuse or are you going Jerusalem? Also, stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to be uploading my breakdown and prediction of the Michaela Mayer fight. There's the fights in the UK. Plus, I'm going to be featuring one more fight on this card. I'll see you in the next one.